Just the last few days, federal officers have seized thousands of dollars worth of drugs at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, but they say it is just a fraction of what Customer and Border Protection is confiscating each and every day across America. Here's 11 Alive's John Schierick with the story.
Customs and Border Protection officers in Atlanta displaying some of the heroin, cocaine, ecstasy, and other drugs they just seized.
We were able to intercept an individual coming through
from passengers trying to smuggle it all through Hartsfield-Jackson Airport from other countries.
It was a fantastic seizure.
Relatively small amounts of drugs at a time. The couriers getting off of the flights at the international terminal, setting off red flags that CBP officers can spot easily.
It could be your nervous talking to us. You can actually see someone's carotid artery pounding when they're nervous.
And CBP officers in Savannah just announced they've found more than 1,000 pounds of cocaine, $19 million worth, hidden in a pineapple shipment from Colombia. Big busts.
This is a significant amount of cocaine.
And smaller ones in this seizure this week at Hartsfield-Jackson. Nearly 3 pounds of cocaine worth some $40,000 on the street.
They're metal.
Found hidden inside a collection of metal figurines that were inside an arriving passenger's baggage. Discovered because a CBP agriculture specialist thought there was something about the passenger that was suspicious.
It's an extremely serious problem. Do you want your kids having access to this? That's all you need to ask yourself. If you say, do I want this being sold in my schoolyard? These aren't being sold in the schoolyard because CBP did their job.
So just what is the amount of drugs that CBP officers seize here at Hartsfield-Jackson compared with other ports of entry across the United States? CBP will not disclose those numbers, saying that's information that the drug smugglers would want to know as they try to figure out which ports of entry might give them the best chance of getting their drugs into the U.S. undetected. Nationwide, CBP says officers seize more than 5,000 pounds of illegal drugs daily at the more than 300 U.S. ports of entry, air, sea, and land, partly because the officers are able to track potential smugglers when they're still overseas, even before they depart for the U.S.
We have intelligence specialists that do nothing but try to suss out who might be the bad guy so that we don't have to bother the regular travelers. We can focus our energy on the people that we suspect.
Right down to that passenger with a slightly nervous body English, catching a CBP officer's eye where there's nowhere to run.